This video will provide an overview of library services and resources for distance students available through the Gregg-Graniteville Library at the University of South Carolina, Aiken. In this quick tips video, I'm going to talk about how to get online help from a librarian, how to access library resources from off-campus, how to locate and access ebooks, how to identify the best databases for your assignment, and finally, how to find citation help resources. As a distance student, it is critical to know that even though you are not physically on campus, you can still get help from a librarian. There are a couple of ways to meet with us. One of the first ones is chat, and this is great for distance students. We have Ask a Librarian chat available Monday through Friday for 24 hours a day, and then on Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to midnight. You can also email us. You can call us Monday through Friday between the hours of 9 and 5. And then finally, one of the popular things for distance students is the ability to make a virtual consultation appointment with a librarian. Consultations are designed for more in-depth research inquiries where you need to meet for up to an hour with a librarian to talk about your research topics in more depth. To schedule a virtual research consultation, simply go to Make an Appointment, and then you'll hear from a librarian and we'll establish a date and time, and they'll also send you a link to a space where we'll be able to meet virtually, share screens, and have a discussion. So if you're stuck and you're not able to find the resources that you need to be finding, or you're running into any other research problems, please make sure you're reaching out to one of the librarians. As a distance student, you will be taking advantage of a lot of our electronic resources, including books and ebooks. But first, to be able to access those resources from off-campus, you have to log in. So I'm now going to talk a little bit about that login process. When you click on an individual book or ebook that you want to view, a page will pop up that's going to ask you to log in with your network username and password. So to get started, simply click on Login with Network Username and Password, and then a page will show up and it's going to ask you to log in. To log in, you're going to use your UofSC Network username and password. So what this means for students is your UofSC Network username is the first part of your email. So whatever's before the @ufsca.edu. Put that in the username blank. For your password, what you're going to use is the password for your Blackboard account. So whatever you use as your password for Blackboard, go ahead and put that in your password. And then click Login. If you run into problems, make sure you reach out to us. It is also worth checking out our off-campus access page that takes you through the basic troubleshooting steps for logging in from off-campus. Just in case you haven't been to the library page before, to get there, simply go to the home page of UofSC Aiken, and then under Academics, under Academic Resources, you will find a link to the library. You can also find a link to the library towards the very bottom of the page here. Once you click on that, you're going to be taken to the library's home page. Remember how I talked about Ask a Librarian and off-campus access? You can click here to access the Ask a Librarian information, and over here is the box for the off-campus access guide. So now I'm going to show you how to access and find ebooks through our collections. Starting July 1st of 2020, we introduced a brand new library catalog. To get to this catalog, it's the same as the old catalog, and simply type in my search terms and then hit search. And one of the things that you'll notice is instead of just searching for books, it's searching through books and articles and more. So you're going to be able to find journal articles, you're going to be able to find books and ebooks, all available through that single search. Now, if you had a class and you just wanted to find ebooks available through the Gregg-Graniteville Library, what you can do to limit it to that is once you have your selection, you can go over here to the left-hand side and under Availability, select Available Online because we only want things that are available online to us as distance students. And if I wanted to limit it to just books, what I could do is go under Resource Type, and then you'll see a couple of different resource types. If I just wanted journal articles, I could limit to journal articles, but since I'm just looking for online books, I'm going to click Books. And then that's going to limit it to books that are available online over here on the right-hand side. Once you're here, since we're going to be accessing an e-resource from off-campus, I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So to sign in, simply click Sign In, and then choose Students, Faculty, or Staff. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you'll put in the first part before the @ sign on your email address, and then your Blackboard password, and then log in. Once you have logged in, you'll then be able to open up an individual item, and then scroll all the way down, and then under View Online, you will choose one of the available links. Okay, so I'm going to try to view this book online through eBook Central. And then since I'm logged in, it lets me in, and then I'll have the ability to read the book online, and I can open it up and then just browse through the book that way. And this is a full electronic version of that entire book contained here. If you're a student local to the Aiken area and you want to access the print books, we have recently introduced a new service for curbside pickup, and we will also retrieve the books for you if you request them through the system. So what the retrieval does is basically you put in a request and a library staff member will go up and pull the book down for you, check it out for you, and then it'll just simply be waiting by at the circulation desk for you to come pick up. So to request a physical book, I went in and I limited it to things that were held by the library rather than online, and then I'm able to open up an individual book, and then you can see here it says available at the Gregg-Graniteville Library. That means it's in print. And then what you'll notice is under Get It, next to request, you'll see a request link. This will only show up if I'm logged in, so do make sure you're logged in. I'll click Request, and then once I click Request, I'm going to get a little form, and then I will simply send the request. And then I'll receive an email saying that my request has been accepted. Generally, books requested by 8 a.m. are ready by 10 p.m., and ones requested by noon are ready by 3 p.m. In the email you receive from the library confirming this request is where you can also schedule a curbside pickup. Okay, so far we've talked about how to get help online from a librarian, how to access library resources from off-campus, how to locate and access ebooks, and now I'm going to talk to you about how to identify the best databases for your assignment and then how to find citation help resources. So going back to the library's homepage, if I'm looking for journal articles from a specific class, I can go back into our new Find It catalog and find journal articles that way. But what I highly recommend, especially if you're in an upper level class, you probably need to be looking in very specialized databases for your field. To get to these specialized databases, what I recommend doing is not actually clicking on the databases, but clicking on something called research guides. And what research guides are they're a collection of resources recommended by librarians, including the best databases from different fields. So for example, if I had an exercise science class, I can click Exercise Science and click Go. And then once I'm taken to this guide, I'll get recommendations for the best resources. And one of my favorites is here under Find Articles. Under Find Articles, you will find the best databases for your field. And usually, the higher up they are in the list, the better they are going to be as an all-round database for that field. And once you click on any of these links, it will ask you to log in. And luckily, we've already gone over how to log in, so hopefully that won't be a problem for you at this point. And if you forget, on all of these pages, I do have a quick link access to a video about off-campus access, as well as a quick guide to the troubleshooting page. The final thing I want to show you is how to access the library's citation resources. If you go to the library homepage under Research, you'll see the 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth link down says Citations. And if you click on this, you'll be taken to our Citation Help homepage. Here you'll notice that we have citation help for MLA, APA 7th, APA 6, Chicago, as well as ASA. If you click on any of these pages, you'll get a quick overview and access to our quick guide, a link to video tutorials, some citation basics, paper formatted, and then some helpful links. This concludes the overview of quick tips for library services and resources for distance students. Again, if you have any problems or any questions, make sure you reach out and ask a librarian. We're here to help you.